Okay, boys and girls, going to be doing something a little bit different. This is going to be a post-commentary rather than just hear my ramblings whilst I was playing live. So basically, I wanted to test out Pyromancy and see where we are. So a couple of things got buffed. And yeah, if you're going to play a Pyromancy build, there are 3 spells that you need no matter what, which is Catch Flame, Rock Sling, and Home Bolt. And I can go into each one of those. Why? But then you've got your spaces for your other Pyromancy abilities or buffs. And there's only really 2 I like, which is Giant's Flame Take Thee, because you can free aim it and sometimes land it, and Flame Fall Upon Thee, because again, it's much easier to hit people at range. But the biggest problem with both of these is they're both very reactable and very easy to roll, and there's no way to set them up to trick someone into trying to roll catch. Like, you've just got to throw them out there. And yeah, you got to hope for the best, because even if you throw it where they're going to be, they can still just always roll through, and that's the main problem with it. And even then, they can run at the different direction. It's so quick to just move the other way. It's like in here, this is my first time trying to work out with the free aim, so you can see what I'm up to here. And I've gone with a heavy thrusting sword with Flame Strike, because obviously I wanted something that could break poise, and the running R2 breaks the poison just about everything. So my main strategy going into these is sort of just to test what I can and can't get away with. So obviously the Bestial Sling spell swap is still in game, you still get the triple animation on that. Obviously the only time you're really going to land these sorts of spells is when people make a mistake, because even there I threw exactly where his roll was and he just still rolled straight through it. And then you just look at my running R2s doing 621, and it's already probably massively out leveling what I can do with the spell. And again, the reason you want Rock Sling is it's the only thing that you have that will ever catch Bloodhound Step. Without it, you're just dead in the water. There's not much you can do on this build. So yeah, I'm making sure I'm letting people buff and then coming into what they're up to. Like that guy there, I know he's going for this, that's why it's easy fireball. And see, 672 on that. It's not much more than, say, a running R2. I was trying the other flame ability there, and it didn't have any knockdown, so I couldn't knock him out of his poise. I think I was actually, after one of these fights, I actually restarted my system, because I was getting massive input drops. I wasn't able to switch my spell swapply or even cast when I wanted to. So yeah, a couple of them you're going to see me drop a lot of inputs. But yeah, the reason Catch Flame's good is because it's quicker than most R1s. Once you're in close, it's really useful. And yeah, sometimes you just got to make the decision where if you want to be locked on or locked off, what you're going to do. But what I'm really feeling with Pyromancy at the moment is there's no situation where I would prefer to have Pyro over, say, Sorcery. And even then, there's a lot of scenarios where oh, you saw me just accidentally mess up one of my inputs there. I accidentally used the wrong spell. But yeah, there's very few situations where I prefer to have like the actual Pyromancy spells over other setups, where if I just went, say, a full melee build with more damage. But yeah, you'll see me try to catch in a couple of people. Like, obviously this guy's using Rock Sling to try and take my bubble off. I don't know why people are so obsessed with taking the bubble off. Like, he's adding nothing to his engagement here, just constantly spamming that. He might as well at least follow up and try and damage me. So he's also using the spell swap, which is nice. Yeah, it's Faith build. It's like the 2 main spells you want, and Catch Flame. Catch Flame really good. So as you see there, like 1,000 damage by just combo Catch Flame from my running attack, because he thought he'd be able to attack first, but because Catch Flame's so fast, it will normally outspeed most things, and some things out-trade them as well. But as you can see here, like, even if I throw exactly where he's going to be, it's just easy to roll through. And the nuisance of having to manage, like, FP... by the way, the 1.04 buff, massive buff to FP, so you're going to have a lot more magic to play with. But yeah, I think that guy fat-fingered a spell, or he's using the wrong weapon art, like, he's just dead. So even against mages, I know, like, I can outspeed them when it comes to casting if I'm using the spell swap. And if I can get close enough, Catch Flame's also going to beat them. But at range, like, the casting times are so slow. And it's so easy for people to roll. It's like this guy here, he's just using Quick Step. So the second he starts Quick Step, and all of your spells pretty much become useless. Besides, if they trade into your Catch Flame, like you saw there, or if you can catch them with the Ash of War with the Flaming Strike. But the best way is always going to be Rock Sling, and I tried my hardest in this fight not to just crutch on Rock Sling to actually kill him. But, like, I don't mean, like, just opening up like I am here. You'll see what I mean when I say catching Rock Sling, because that's how I catch his Quick Step in a little bit. But yeah, it's mostly I'm just trying to test what I can get away with. Like, even if I tried to do the turn R2, you probably would have been able to roll it. So I think it's around here that I realise that there's no way I'm going to catch him unless I just use Bestial Sling. So what I do is I catch him there, throw another one, wait for him to come for the attack, so he comes out the quick step. And because he's low poise, I can just get him and stop him trading. So again, I see this guy's quite kind of a beefy mover, but even then, like, he's fat rolling. He can just still roll that. That time predicted the entirely wrong way. It's been a while since I've free aimed and like learnt to train people, but as you can see, like, catch flame's so good, so quick, so much damage. So then we got this fella Frost here. So he's also a mage. And yeah, I can just outspeed him. And obviously when I had the bubble up there, I could happily trade with that. But look how much more damage I do than him. So I was hoping he would move a little bit more. I think I try a second free aim here, hoping he would go left. And then I realize he's going hard right, so I just throw it in front of him and he walks into it. That's like the only time you're really going to catch people with Pyromancy is if they think they can walk around it and you throw it ahead of them. Like, it's very rare that you'll see someone get it. And it's like even trading with it there. Like, you can do it like I just did on those two, but it's very risky. The first one traded because of the bubble. The second one, he traded because of latency. So against seppuku builds, like, what you want to do is, because they're normally always going to just mash L1, if you can beat them on the speed, like trading the catch flame, really good. But as you can see there, he was able to jump through my spell, because he has high poise on Bestial Sling, and he was able to get his first bleed. But then I realized once we were in each other's face there, I was just going to spam catch flame. Didn't care. Like, you just got to out-damage them, sometimes out-trade them. And I think this is the last clip that I've got here, which is, I thought he was a caster because he put on the magic buff, but he's actually using a dex build with the crag. So it's like here, trying to throw where I think he'll be, but he just double panic rolls and just gets straight through it, even though he was in the explosion. Again, panic rolls, even though he did a double panic roll back, it still wasn't enough to get him. And then the running R2 just does 614, so it's like just the flaming running R2 does more than the spells. So I don't know, I just don't feel like casting's in a good spot. Like, it needs some big old buffs, like even at 70 faith I've got here.